on, everybody? CTM TV today. Today, we are going to have conversations from a learning perspective about different perspectives, how people think, understand how life works. No two people think alike. And is it rational, irrational, or is it contradictory? So we're gonna have that conversation. Well, we're not doing it to bash. We're just trying to show you that everybody thinks different. How do you process and think through those things, right? Make sense?
For sure.
So the first one, before we get into it, give you a little context. Cam Newton was on, I think his podcast, right? Was it Funky Friday or something like that?
I think he's on maybe somebody else's.
Yeah, but he says that he gives asks the girl, I guess he's talking to now, he asks her for like a body count list or something like that. And
even beyond the body. This is even beyond the body count. He wants actual list of names of people. And then he went on to clarify, well, if they're in my field, if I may know them, I have to know that before I engage or commit to a relationship.
So before we get into it, is that rational, irrational? What you think?
I think you can ask anything in the relationship because it's yours, right? If that's what you want to ask, you can have that standard for yourself. I think it's irrational. It's unreasonable to ask somebody to divulge that much, that detail of their past. But you can have whatever requirement you want to be with you.
Yeah. Man, I don't know. Entertainment world is different. Pro sports world is different. I'm not sure, but like he said, he kind of said in the video, she kind of slept with somebody I knew or my best friend or something. It'll probably be off the table. I think it's just double standard. I think it just depends on the people involved. Are they subjective or are you objective? If you're objective about it, I don't know. I don't think it's a big deal, but and then like I say, she could just make up something anyway. I mean, she don't have to be like she could be totally just kind of gotta have discretion. I mean, when you make these kind of decisions. But let's check out the video though.
Because the person does have the option to lie. I'm with you. I believe if it's not a close friend or relative, it don't matter.
Yeah. So let's play it, man. Check it out.
Of who she
I want to
Names,
know.
addresses?
I needed to know. I have
Oh
to.
my God.
And I'm going to tell you why, though. I want to know. Because before I sit up here and really keep moving and elevating our relationship, I want to know who got one up on me.
So is that reasonable, or is that you think that could be like insecure?
It's insecure for the reasons he said. Somebody from the past got one up on you because she did certain things to them. That was in the past. You have this person's future and they've grown since then. They don't have access to her anymore.
We've seen this happen in real life, though.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Homeboy talking to a chick, in the fraternity, I guess, or sorority. Talking to a chick. You want that dude to be one up on you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a nuance. It's kind of nuanced, man. I mean,
she used to do a lot of things to a lot of people, and now you have that. But we're not talking about a person that's out there. That person just may have been with a certain person in your past.
Yeah, that's true. Do you think if he wasn't like a dude of affluence, he could even ask this question? Like a regular dude, like you're not even gonna even if you ask a girl this, like a regular dude, you probably wouldn't even get far with this.
Well, no, well, I think a regular dude can ask that question.
But where
Um,
you get the list though? That's the
uh,
question.
that's like saying, is somebody going to be honest about any question? I don't think you. I think
Because
it's
some girls ask you for
catchy.
background checks, and I think that's perfectly fine. If you got kids or you got like a daughter, you talking to this dude, and she asks you for a background check, is that unreasonable?
No, if she want a background check, she can get it. And
So what's the
she
difference?
can bring it
What
up. But
so he can make the same case. What's the difference if I give her a background check and I ask her for a body count list? What's the difference?
It's the same thing. I think a background check of her finances and her criminal record is the same. You should be asking the same question she's asking you. But I feel like it doesn't matter. And the person can lie.
Yeah,
They don't have to
100%.
tell you the truth.
Right.
So you got to take that too in consideration.
Yeah.
Um, if it ain't like close friend or somebody who works in the direct field or works with you, um, you should want to
Man, when
know.
you get a certain age, man, I mean, let me know if I'm irrational, but when you get a certain age, it's the law of averages anyway, right? Once you
Yeah,
get over 19, 20, you start getting to 25, 35, man, it's the law of averages, bro. I mean,
yeah,
it's just what it is what it is, man.
I've definitely been with girl my friends talk to. Did
Yeah,
they feel a deal? I don't know. I don't care.
yeah,
That ain't got nothing to do with what I'm doing.
yeah.
Uh, trying to be the one and only or policing everybody, be the only person that played with a toy is kind of immature, I think.
Yeah, but yeah, I guess the thing is too, if she was did some things prior to you, you don't really know about. You take her to the movies, and the dudes be like, yeah, that's Jenny from the block. You know what I'm saying? And you didn't know about that. We've heard about those situations too. You know what I'm saying? In real life.
Yeah, but there's like a fear or phobia of most men to be with the girl that used to be really, really
Well,
out there.
we've said this though. It's better to know than not know and find out, right?
Uh, yeah, but true, true, true. But that irrational fear of what your girl may have done in her past is crazy.
I mean, if you got any kind of discernment, or you meet a girl and you can kind of tell how she is. I mean, if you got know how to put your blues clues together, you can kind of tell. A lot of stuff you can't really hide unless you just not paying attention. You know, what I'm saying? It's right there in your face. But
Well, if they turn it over a new leaf and they become a new creature, they have different ways.
it's still things that you could show, like different things. Like it's kind of like a great player can reinvent itself, but it's still the traits of a great player what makes that player great. You know what I'm saying? That
Well,
you can't hide, huh?
I think sometimes people find God and he makes an old thing new. So they get rid of all those bad habits. So I don't think you can talk to somebody to know their sexual background. Yeah, if they used to steal or they used to do fraud. But being promiscuous, I don't think that's one of the
I think
things.
you can. I think you can. Just depends if you got the discernment or not. Yeah, some people
I
don't
don't think
want
it's worth it. I
to.
mean, if the person makes you happy, I don't care. I
No,
don't
I
care
mean, I'm
how
not saying that. I'm not. I'm
the
not tripping. I'm not tripping either way. I'm just trying to see, like, from a conversational standpoint, is it rational for him? Let me let's keep watching the video for we're not even watching.
yeah,
And if
because
I'm
you
willing to take on that burden, because why I want to know if you had any type of relationship, intimacy, experiences with people that I really know, I need to know that. I'm owed that. Because if you don't give me that, you got me, hey y'all, this my girl, and you got somebody over there in that corner like, that nigga don't know. What's up, my boy? You good? She bad, ain't she? Yeah, that's mine. Baby, you want some juice? You want some punch?
But you're a special man because a lot of they're too insecure to actually really hear that.
That has
You're a
nothing.
special man.
That has nothing.
So, kind of what you were just saying, like, you know, there's an insecurity part of that. I think dudes trip off of that because they'll be trying to, like, you know, especially if you know the dude, you're like, wait a minute, you dated old Ricky, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, Ricky told me the stuff y'all used to do. Like, that's the thing that can make it complicated, right?
Yeah, and he did say, to his point, you know,
Yeah.
if I'm close with the dude, like he said, if I'm close with the dude, it's somebody I really know, that's different, you know.
But you just said you can't judge the past. You said you shouldn't judge on the past, though.
I don't judge a person's past, and if they make me happy, I don't care.
Yeah.
But if it's like somebody close, that's just complicated. That's bad business, you know.
Because most people ain't going to tell you that. Unless you just know, but they
It's
ain't going to
their
tell you.
choice, you know. But if it's common knowledge, you know, you shouldn't talk to Mike or Nick or whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, but most of the time it don't matter, you know, to me.
Yeah. I think for regular people, man, I think, like I say, if that person make you happy and you rock with that person, we both seen people that somebody probably dated somebody. She's
Yeah.
like, oh wow, okay, I get it, okay. You know what I'm saying? Especially if y'all everybody know. Sometimes it'd be accidental. Be like, oh whoa, I didn't know you was talking to her. You know, a couple of years ago, I had her on the gram. You know what I'm saying? But but no.
Like, what was she like? You know, I mean, I don't care. Like, Terrell used to talk to her. You know, she was fine. So
yeah, I think what would get somebody like Cam though, because he is young. I think he's like in his 30s. If the dude got more play than he did, I think that'll mess him up, right? You know what I'm saying? That mess a lot of dudes up. If you're not secure in yourself.
he wants to be the best. You know.
No, you're like, why he get the flying tigers and the pyrotechnics and I only
that's
get
why. Yeah, he wants to be on the top of it.
yeah, it's pretty wild.
Nothing to do with insecurity. But this is where I want women to understand. If she had been with somebody that was close to me, I would have had to respectfully, I'm not there yet. I can't.
Not that grown yet.
I can't carry that weight yet.
Right.
You cool, you're beautiful, but baby, that's my teammate.
Right.
Baby, we see each other too much. We in the same rooms. And even though he a good dude, my ego is gonna be, yeah. And that's the man's superpower, if given the right way. See, that's the thing. People always say, oh, he's narcissist because he got an ego. No. Baby, a man's ego can make a relationship.
Yes.
Or break a relationship.
You are absolutely correct.
So
now, I see that's a great point. Like off top, you know, you've been with my friend, you can't be with me. That's man law, you know. And he's put the light in the can. So I don't see nothing wrong with it.
yeah.
What's up, Bill?
What's up, Bill? What's going on, baby?
What up, though?
We was talking about, do you think it's rational for Cam Newton to ask a woman for her body count list?
List, not the count, the list.
The list.
I
Prior to
think so.
dating?
Yeah. I mean, when you're making money like that or been around people, yeah. I mean, it's a legit question. You know, you just
No, it's
gotta
not a
accept.
question. He's asking for a list, like write
Yeah,
down. I need a list.
yeah. I mean, I agree with him though. Sometimes people just want to know. You can accept the truth or you can't. You know.
I don't want to know what's in the hot dog or
Yeah.
what's in the bone. You know, you learn the trick. I love the trick. I don't need to know where you learn the trick. You know,
man, real.
Just do it. I love it.
Boy.
Yeah. I don't see nothing wrong with it.
She date the dude, and he's somebody you close to, man, and you know the dude, he big in
Yeah.
Oreo cakesters. He Oreo. He
Yeah.
over there CPing that thing. He into that, and that's your boy. He's like,
But
nah, man.
see, that's the thing. If you going into thinking like that when you close your
That's
eyes
what he's
at
saying.
night,
I'm giving you the perspective of kind of
no.
what he's saying.
If you
Yeah,
saying it, you every time you see her, you see him hitting it. You
yeah,
got a problem. That's a you problem.
Yeah.
right.
And it's best for you to get a virgin
Yeah,
because
yeah.
everybody
And I
done
think once you
did
get past
everything
20,
you want to do to them. They
yeah.
needed to somebody before.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to understand law of average. We was talking about earlier. You got to understand the law of averages. Once you get past 20, you start getting 23, 25, you meeting women at that age,
Yeah.
you have to understand the law of averages. You know what I'm saying?
Even
She
the
didn't been
born
out
again
there. Like,
virgin.
if you didn't been out there, I'm pretty sure she didn't been out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But
Yep.
Jazz name ain't been out there like that for real. It ain't
We
been
don't
out there like
know. We don't know. I'm just saying we don't know. You know what I'm saying?
we don't know the full detail, but
If Cam is 35, how old is Jazz?
maybe
So 30 years old,
32,
law
30,
averages. If you could
32.
just law averages, what would you think at 30, law averages
Man,
in Atlanta at that?
I don't think no, she ain't from Atlanta, I don't think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't think she was from Atlanta. But she had been, she was a content creator before. She had a
But
nice
girl
little
from Little Rock. Girl from Little Rock. We 30 years old. Go back to when we 30. Meet a girl in your 30. Law averages.
I'm not looking for a virgin. I'm not looking for. I don't
I
want
get
it.
it.
I
But
do not want
I'm
it.
talking about the law averages though. What do you think the law averages? If you
Yeah.
just law averages. 5, 6.
Who knows? Everybody lies
I'm
about that.
But
scared.
I'm saying I'm not saying it. No, I'm just saying you got to understand like the law. It's not like she haven't been with nobody. That's what I'm
No,
saying.
no, ain't nobody saying that. But
Yeah.
but her being in
But sometimes your homeboys don't always be around you with the girls they talk to. You know what I'm saying? You don't know all the girls your homeboys talk to sometimes. You just don't.
yeah, but
And
if it,
who am I supposed to
Sometimes
be
your
to? Who
homeboys
they
go on
should
black
talk
ops.
to?
Sometimes
well,
your homeboys go on black ops missions they don't tell you about. You
Yeah,
but
know
they
what I'm
got my friends and my associates got good taste. So
saying? Yeah, most of your homeboys, y'all personalities are so different, you don't even attract the same girls
yep,
anyway.
that's
You know what
true.
I'm saying?
I don't
So
know.
yeah.
I don't know, but it was a if he was serious about her, that's a legit ask. You know
I
what I'm
mean,
saying?
yeah, I think it's because he got money, but the girl said, I actually love the fact he has my list such
And
a weight off my
I
chest.
don't think he has anything to do with
Yeah,
money.
dude. If a dude from Walmart asks a girl, can I get your body count? She gonna go off, a girl gonna go off on him. Who do you think you are asking me for that?
Yeah, but that's just
You
being
can
real.
ask anything you want.
Right, right.
You think some girls won't go for the get CP, but I work in Walmart and I get her to do XYZ.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
Finish watching this, we go to the next one.
So that thing that makes me great, that protection, that bravado, when I walk around with my chest high and I know my woman is next to me and I know that she's giving me the respect to say, hey, baby, I'm coming to you pure. I've been with this person, that person, that person, this person. That's cool. There can be some people that it's just too heavy to
Right.
bear.
Right.
And I think women need to understand that. Well, y'all out here just hanging out. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? You done hit my friend. Why you can't take me?
I get that. My issue is that a lot of men say that they can handle it or like they're okay. I've never had to give anybody my list ever in my life. That is crazy, but
That's cool.
maybe it'll happen someday. And
But that happened.
I won't feel bad sharing it though.
I wanted
She definitely gonna lie. She definitely
That's what we said. A lot of times they might not even tell you the truth. They just give you just a random list. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
yeah,
That can
so
happen
why would
too.
you
You know.
ask the question when the person can lie and ain't no way you can verify the information?
Right. You
Right.
just law averages. You got to understand the law
Right.
averages, man. I
Hey, right
mean,
is right and wrong is wrong, but men, we
that's what I'm
always
saying. Right. That's an interpretation. It's
we
subjective though. It's not like a
man,
solid brick right or wrong though. It's a subjective thing though.
Like there's nothing wrong with men sleeping out, going out to sleep with different women. There's nothing wrong with it, but it is something wrong with it.
So, but you just said right and right is wrong and wrong though.
Yeah, but
You got
it's
you just
all
made it
wrong.
blurry. You
It's
just
all
made the
wrong.
line blurry when you say that. You make the
No,
line blurry.
it's all wrong, but it happens. And but when women get to trying to do what men do, it's not you're not a player. You just a hoe after that.
No,
You know what
no,
I'm
I don't believe it. Definitely don't
saying?
believe it.
I think women call other women that. I don't think most men don't call other girls that. Most men.
Yes,
I'm gonna say
Well, a
yes, they
professional
do.
is a professional, but if a
yeah.
girl just sleep around,
Yeah,
well, she has slept around in one point in her life, I don't think you can call her a professional.
But I
If
think
you
most
if you
women say
telling
that when a
if you
dude
telling
know
X and O to pay the rent, you're a professional.
if a dude find out that the girl sleeping around, we was younger. I don't know when you get older, but when you get younger, that's kind of what dudes targeting at that point, right?
Yeah,
So they don't care, but other women say are more brutal, on other women. You know what I'm saying? When it
because
comes,
they don't want because they mad because the men are choosing these women, so
right?
they
I get it.
want.
what old school say? Men can sleep with a hoe. But they ain't gonna want to do such and such with them, marry them or whatever. But then again, a lot of hoes make good housewives. I don't care what nobody
Yeah, I mean,
It depends.
you
It
show me a
depends.
happy husband.
Depends on the mindset. Some of them make headaches though. Some we
No,
seen some dudes married that they make headaches.
yeah, some married dude married woman that's virgin and it's headache. So,
That's true.
I
We
want
can talk about that
to
now. We can talk about it now. Yeah.
look at
But,
the woman and look at the marriage. If he happy,
Oh,
she the right woman.
but yeah. So now we talking about the Ayesha Curry situation. She been saying this for a while, but see what y'all think about it, man. Is she keeping it real? Is she contradicting herself? You think so? Wow,
Yeah.
let's not.
Did
Let's
you
not.
always knew you wanted a big family?
no. So I I didn't want kids. I didn't want to get married. I thought I was going to be career girl and that's it. And I had my eyes set on my goals and I was never the little girl that like dreamt about the wedding dress and all of that. And then it happened so early in my life. So it's like it's one of those things like you don't know what you actually don't know what you want.
So is that? I don't know. It sound kind of contradictory to me, but I don't know. I see what she's saying, but most women that's like that, they really don't get married though. Most, I'm saying most women that don't want the married life, they like career women, they really don't get married like that.
No, well, she said as a little girl, as
Right,
not the woman she is now. As a little
right,
girl, she projected her life. She expected her life to be more career driven. She
right.
wasn't the type of woman. I'm just gonna marry a man and I'm just gonna sell my butt and he gonna do for me and he gonna provide. She wasn't that kind of woman, and that's what men say they want. They say they want a woman who bring something to the table, right? So she said she was gonna make her own way and get married. Then, well, not get married. She gonna make her own way, get a career, and take care of herself. That was her goals for herself. I think she shouldn't be villainized for having aspirations as a young girl to be independent.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
No, I'm saying
she
what changed?
like
Is she not being realistic? What changed? That's what I'm saying. Like, if you was
Right.
that way when you made what changed?
exactly. What changed? She met a wonderful man. She
Mm-hmm.
had wonderful children, and she embraced the role that God took her in.
Yep.
She
But it
And
still
doesn't.
sound like she didn't. It sound like she not embracing. That's what it sounds like.
she been embracing it. It's just she just giving a raw, honest opinion. Like
Yeah, that's
this is
fine.
this is what happened. Like when you get older, the goals and things that you had planned out didn't plan out exactly how you wanted it. Like
Exactly.
Man,
she was out. She
Bro, I
she
know a
was in
lot of
movies and
girls who didn't plan their life out right, but they would have loved to fell into
No,
something like this.
and she said, and she not saying she don't love
It
her
don't sound
husband or
like it.
love her situation.
Yeah,
And you say all the time, if you can go back and talk to the 18-year-old you, what would you
yeah,
tell them?
yeah.
You know, what
100%.
would the 18-year-old you tell you about you?
hmm
Right.
He said the 16, the person that she was, the child, didn't look for marriage, and the kids didn't picture this life she had.
And the reason I say that is even after you get married, if you have career goals, there are things you can do when you get married, right? You don't have to stop. Am I right or wrong?
You're right. You don't have to stop.
And most
I,
people,
I don't know.
most people will give a right leg to have the wealth that she's at
No,
now. She can do anything she wants.
she
She can
can't.
start her own business. She don't have to just be a housewife. She don't have to. She can do whatever she wants.
She doesn't, but also like people gotta understand like having money is cool. It's lovely. But Aisha Curry just can't go to a regular store without somebody. Hey, take a picture with me. Hey, I'm doing bad. Can you help me out?
Man,
It's a
you
catch 22 to it all.
what
People
the
can
other
say
side of
what
the
they
catch twenty
would and
two is?
wouldn't.
A lot of
You know
people
what the
would
other
rather
side?
have the problem.
You know what the other side of catch 22 is? Want to start a business, but you can't go get the financing because there's so much red tape you got to go through.
That's
Or
fine too.
You
you
rather
got the
be
money that you
you
don't even got to do it. Whatever you want to do, you can pay somebody to do it. You don't even got to do it. If you want to write a book, you can pay somebody to write your book. You don't even got to
that's
do it.
that's one of the problems you want to have. You rather be the lender than the borrower.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
hmm
but you see, one thing, another thing is, I'm sorry,
What?
you lose your identity when you put on hats.
hmm
You lose the identity when you become a father or mother. You
Yes.
lose your identity when you become a wife. You can get lost in that. And you can't just not be a father. You cannot just be a husband because that's who you are now. It's
Right.
Michael the husband, Michael the father to these other people. You
Right.
have a responsibility to those things. And sometimes you don't have a lot of time for yourself and what you want to do. And
I think
sometimes you lose sight of that. And I think she was just shining
I
the
think
light on that,
not
losing your
only
identity.
I'm not bashing. I'm saying I think she do have the time. It's what do you do with the time though? She
No,
a
no.
housewife. She has the time. She
She
can
didn't
hire a
say she
nanny.
didn't
She can
have the
hire a
It
nanny to
ain't.
get more time.
It's
She can
she
cool,
hire
but
a
didn't
nanny.
say
it
she
don't
didn't
sound.
have the time. She's just saying losing herself and becoming a mother and becoming a wife. That's demanding, especially being Steph Curry's wife or being like Oprah's husband. Will be
But
a lot.
Stedman, he got his own life. He making it happen though. He like a banker or something like that.
I'm not talking about him in particular, but if you
Yeah.
have a high profile wife, you gotta be her husband because you don't have to work. You can, but you
I
don't
mean,
have to.
Viola Davis, husband, he a high end actor too.
Yeah,
And
but
she's a high end actor.
you can lose yourself. Sometimes you can lose that identity of being a father and a husband, and nothing else is as important as those things.
Yeah.
I think you just got to be careful about stuff you say. How it could come off, man. I think I'm saying she's old enough to know this. I'm just saying I don't think she's just not that naive, man. I don't know. That's just
No,
my opinion.
yeah, of course it's gonna come off like crazy like that because most women that be in those positions where their husband is a high profile athlete or whatever, like they supposed to just shut up and sit in the background, but she just being honest.
No, I
Like
don't think she have to. I don't think she have to do that. That's her
I,
choice. I don't think she got to
no,
do that.
that, I get it. Like I get it, but that's what I'm saying. Like people want honesty, but they don't want honesty. Like
They do.
I mean, I get the honesty,
They
but I think
can't
it can
like
also be
like
contradictory though.
you
it's
said a good point. she gotta realize what she say. People can take the wrong way, but she, like we said the other day, she's not responsible for the way people take her word.
Right. That's right.
She's only responsible for the way she meant them, and she went into great detail to clarify what she was meaning. This, but people heard what they wanted to hear, and they,
Right.
well, she's ungrateful.
Yeah.
She didn't say she didn't love and appreciate her husband.
Right.
She was saying that's not the life. The 18-year-old me, the 21-year-old me didn't picture the life I'm living in now.
And it's,
To
and,
be in, but God, you know.
and it's no different from what Michelle Obama said. It's no different. She like I had a whole career before this. You
Yep.
know, and
But
put it on the back burner.
yeah, because now you're the first lady. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and people forget. Ayesha Curry was in movies, low budget movies, but she was in movies.
She was
Like,
making it right.
like
Keep listening to it.
It's so hard also to be the woman in a situation where you're like, men just don't get as much scrutiny. Like they can maybe tell him like your fucking shots suck tonight, but like the looks and all of that is just like not a factor of conversation as much.
No.
Did you talk to Steph about it? Like, or did you kind of keep it within yourself so it didn't?
I do not have a bone in my body that can keep anything to myself. So if it comes to mind, it's coming out. And he's so gracious. Like he tries to resonate with me, but he just can't. And he also comes from a place of like, it's effing stupid. Like, it's not true. So why are you? And I'm like, but wait, like, listen to how it makes me feel. And he's like, but why does it make you feel like that? It's not real. After we got married, we found out we were pregnant with our daughters so quickly. I didn't even have time to think about what I wanted anymore. It's so interesting. I spent my entire life
hit the nail on the head.
I mean, I feel her that, like you become a father and you just are a father. That's what you are. You know, if you, especially like she said, when you don't plan, it happens fast and you're so young. You just
If you're having unprotected sex, you can't say I just didn't know it was gonna happen.
no.
I mean, are we gonna be honest, or are we gonna play around? Are we gonna dance around it?
You're not against it, but you didn't necessarily say February 24th. I'm gonna get pregnant, blah blah blah.
Neither one of them didn't say Jenga. Neither one of them didn't say Jenga. They didn't say Jenga either.
They didn't say they didn't want that baby either.
Right.
Nobody said.
But when you say I didn't plan it, but you was doing it, it's like it's kind of
that's what.
But you are. You can't say you planned it, but you really are though.
Nobody plans like when you have kids. Like nobody plans. Like of course you can take precautions to keep from having it.
That's the risk that come with it.
No, and like some people can't have kids. They wish and pray to God they could.
Right. That's a small percentage.
They play Jenga, but it just won't fall their way. So you don't know when it will happen.
Right.
So you don't know. You don't control those.
That's a small percentage.
It's not as small as you think, but yeah.
But it's not people that can have kids versus people that can have kids. That's a smaller percentage.
And that's why I'm not so big on like, okay, if 80% of the men did this, 60, I'm not big on that.
I'm talking to any kid. If you 18, you ain't got set up. You're any young man out there, and you out there raw, playing in the game raw. You can say I didn't plan on having kids, but if you out there raw playing the game, you rolling the dice.
Least of the words.
You rolling the dice. Yeah, but on everything. You want that magic? You want that magic? You can get that too. You rolling the dice on that too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's why I'm
yeah. I'm just saying you can't be out there raw and say you don't understand. You don't know you're not taking the risk. You can't say I'm unknowing.
They didn't. She didn't say that. She said it happened faster than she expected it to happen.
But what did you expect, though? That's what I'm saying. What do you expect?
Like it be people, they been together 5, 6 years and they ain't have a baby yet.
And they
Right,
expecting the baby too, right?
You know?
right.
So they
Yeah.
should expect to not have a baby when it. So
Some people
you don't
they
know.
plan it. They don't want to have
You
kids the first
don't
5 years.
know.
They plan it
You
out. They
don't
plan
know.
it out.
You
But they
don't
plan it out.
control those things.
They haven't had a kid yet. You just what I'm saying.
They trying.
Who knows? Some people not trying. They protecting themselves, or the contraceptive. They use the contraceptives and everything.
Yeah.
But we don't know
Like
what
trying
their
to work towards
situation was.
something, and then it kind of
No, we
just
didn't know what their
disappeared,
situation
and I didn't think twice about it. But after my daughter turned 1, I remember there being a shift and being like, I have goals for myself. Like, this doesn't feel right. I love being a mom, but I love doing other things too. And I need to get my shit together and figure out what that looks like for myself now.
If I have a career and
That's what I'm saying, right?
No, being a complete focusing all your energy on being a mother or a father or a parent, but still having that identity on what you want to do for yourself.
Imagine having so much comfort that you can just sit around and say, I need to get my stuff together, and not feel the pressure or weight of that a regular person would feel.
Yeah,
That's all I'm saying.
She's not saying she doesn't have that. Steph is to allow her to have the luxury
She's
of
not saying
having
they didn't hear
the
that,
power
but
to put the money.
she's not
She
saying it. She didn't make it specific, though. She's not saying it, though.
Hey, you see, and that's the big difference. Like, money is not it's not everything to people. Like, it's
Right, and I'm
cool.
not saying. But what I'm
It's
saying
cool.
is,
It's
what I'm
Most
saying,
people say
what I'm
that money
saying
ain't
is, if you
everything they have.
was goal oriented after you had the kid and recover, she would have got on it. Everybody said, I need to get my stuff together. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The comfort crept in. She don't want to say that the comfort crept in.
No, it's like the kid was one, like, who is Ayesha? Who am I? I'm not just your mama. I'm somebody. I have ideas.
Right.
Steph is doing his thing,
But
playing
it's one thing to have the
basketball.
idea, but the other thing is the execution part of it. That's what I'm saying. I'm not hearing that
She's
part of it.
trying. And every time she's trying to be something and do something, some people got something to say about this woman.
Like, why are you doing this? Because
Yeah, why you trying to start doing business? Why you
how
acting
dare you have a
Why you
career? How dare you have a career
if you was
outside
my
of
husband, I wouldn't do nothing.
I don't think Steph Curry would say that. He said that.
He's
Why are you
saying
worrying
it.
about?
He's saying it
He's
like, why
telling
are
her
you
that. Why are
feeling
you
like
worrying
this?
about what other people are saying? Because it's not true.
It's
Yeah,
not.
but she don't feel like she's seen by him because he doesn't have the same circumstances she has. So
But
she doesn't even feel
she
the emotional
asking
pain.
him, and this happens a lot in communication between women and men. They ask you, and you say, "I hear what you're saying," and I'm telling you, it's not true. Don't let that affect your feelings. Don't let unrealistic things affect your feelings. He just pretty much like told her but she said because you can't resonate. It's the easy way out to just say you can't resonate. I could just tell
No,
you,
like,
John, you don't
okay,
understand me.
you saying don't worry about this, but I still feel it. So I still feel like it's there. You're
What else do
telling
you
me
do?
it's not there, but I still feel it. And you're not acknowledging that I feel like it's a Billy Goat in the kitchen, but you see it's not a Billy Goat in the kitchen. You
Right.
should worry about it. But I feel every time I go to the bedroom, I feel like this Billy Goat in the kitchen.
Now, let's drop some signs. If you trust me, if I'm your husband, and if you trust my guidance, and I'm guiding you, and I'm telling you that it don't have to be a part of your feelings, that it's not real. Why would you still go down the path? That's all I'm saying.
Now, all right, you say you're a husband.
Right.
Trust me, there's no Billy Goat in the kitchen, right?
Right.
You can trust me. I do trust you. I love you, but I still feel like it's a Billy Goat in the kitchen. I know it's not one there. I trust you. You look. I feel like it's a Billy Goat in the kitchen.
And
What
you
we're
see
gonna do
how,
about
and you see is how you feel can take you down this road where she at right now.
yeah, it's a feeling. I mean, hey, look, I don't know the
I'm not,
answer.
I'm not bad. I'm not bashing her. I'm just saying how feelings can take you down a road that if you really get to the point, you don't even have to take you down that road.
Yeah,
Listen.
That's
but
all I'm saying.
you telling somebody just turn off your feelings.
Yeah.
I'm not
The
saying turn out
feelings
your
don't make
feelings,
sense.
but if you come and ask me
it,
and I say that it's not like that, don't worry about that.
it's bigger than what.
But
It's bigger than just that little
And
space. You
that's
know
the
what I'm saying?
thing. I was talking about
It,
this. Some people won't just tell you the real issue. They'll tell you everything else but what the real issue
the
is.
real issue is like, damn, I did have a damn career outside of this, and it's okay. What people not understanding is her husband's on the road, probably what 200 some days after a year.
yes, a lot.
It's a lot, and ain't nothing but the kids and the nannies, and you like, dang, who am I outside of this? You know what I'm saying? Like we all have done this before. Like you put family first, kids
But
first.
what I'm
Kids
saying is,
outside you ain't got when if they break up, Lord forbid they don't outside of Steph Curry, she has no identity.
but what I'm saying is, they have
Interesting.
the level.
To
They have
herself.
the level. They have the level of success that she can find her identity though, if she want to. That's what I'm saying. Do she
No,
want to? Yes,
no.
she do.
And she is doing those things. She's just talking about her feelings.
Right.
She's not saying something needs to be done, something wasn't done. You know, this is how she feels, and this is the motives behind her actions.
Then why go on a podcast like that? That's
She
pretty
just
much
doing an interview,
okay. All right.
and she didn't say anything bad about Steph.
Right.
You ain't saying nothing bad, it's just negative perception. Like you
That's
just
what people
We
you
don't
can't control
control,
what
like
person.
we was just
I'm not.
talking about
I'm
the
just telling
girl.
you what
We
is
don't
what's out there. I'm
control
not.
other people's perceptions, and she
Hmm?
doesn't control other people's perceptions
Right.
either.
And that's
You're exactly right.
and it's damn near like the same thing with Savannah. Everybody just knows LeBron's wife. She had she got an
You
identity
don't hear
with her.
you don't hear out here saying she wish she would
No,
have
but
did
she
something
was
more.
she do be on podcasts too. But
You don't hear her saying she wish she would have had a different life. You don't hear
Because
her
not
saying that.
people,
not saying that she would have a different life is like those are two different people.
and people don't like Ayesha, you know, and people
You know
like
what I'm
Savannah,
saying?
you know. You
Yeah.
can't control who likes you and who don't.
All I'm saying is like I think some people negate the fact that she do got options to do different things.
And
No,
she does.
It
but
don't sound like she make it sound. It can sound like she's saying she don't have those options. That's what I'm
it,
saying.
like
She never said that, and that's you projecting your
Okay,
feelings or your
all right.
opinion on her.
Well, she
Uh,
just said that she
but
need to get her stuff together. She said, I'm more than a mom. I just need to get my stuff. I need to get my stuff
what
together."
what what oh
Because
what
like Phil was saying, Curry be on the road. Guess what? If you married to a truck driver got to be on the road.
and they cheat.
Success, when you're highly successful, is not 9 to 5. Most people that's highly successful is not 9 to 5.
and it's like when you're successful or you have millions or any level, you can't complain.
I'm not saying
You
you can't
know,
complain, but I'm saying put things in perspective though. That's all
But
I'm saying.
I mean, if you're just looking at it from a tunnel vision,
No, I'm being objective. I'm looking at it from a whole. That's why I'm talking to y'all. Perspective,
what
3 different perspectives.
like what if you're looking at it from a tunnel vision,
Mm-hmm.
basically what I'm hearing is you got the money, you got this and that. Why are you complaining?
What I'm saying is the things of
it just what sounds like
how
a
did you
recipe for
didn't see this, but you went into this. If you didn't see this, but you went into this, what made you abandon your ideas and everything and go into this? That's all. But that's what I'm saying.
because that was the best opportunity for her family, what she wanted. That's what her point. What you want and your goals for yourself change with certain accomplishments. And they have changed. She saw herself independent, not getting married, not being the mother. She saw herself. But situations, things happen, and she saw herself in a different place.
Yeah, and to piggyback off that, it just goes to show like it was one or two options. You know what I'm saying? When you career oriented, most women, well, not most women, but when women are so goal oriented, they not gonna have kids. Pretty
That's
much.
what I'm saying. If you goal oriented, like she's saying, go. Most women is like 60% women is goal oriented. They goal oriented. They not. You not gonna change them from it.
She was not against the
Mhm.
things she has now. She was open to him. She got married. She said, I do. She didn't, nobody forced her to have those kids. She chose
It sounds like she's saying
another
that because it
choice
sounds
was
like she's
being
saying it happened
presented
so
and she
fast.
chose it. But
It
she
sounds like
chose
she's saying she sounds like she's saying it happened so fast. It sounds like she's saying like that she didn't know they was gonna have the kids like that fast. It sounds like what she sounds like she's saying though.
Like
If somebody listen to that, I can see somebody listen to that
she's
taking it
not
wrong. I'm not
saying
saying
that's
she what she's saying is
that's
she's
wrong.
not
basically what we're
saying
saying.
no. She's saying it happened faster than she was planning. You know, she consented to everything that
How
happened in
long
her
they been
life, her
married for?
marriage,
How long?
her
How long they
kids.
been married for? How long they been married for?
For a minute,
That 4 minutes,
So I
they
don't know. I
were
just think
Steph
she had
almost
her
Steph
kids are getting older. She got time. Like I think she
like
had time to do what
She
she wanted to
don't
do.
say she don't have time. She never said she didn't have time. She
So
never
why
said
is she not doing
she wasn't exploring those options
it just what
of
happened.
self identity.
it? Yeah.
Like for real, like life is it's gonna be like life after basketball. Steph is almost coming to an end. Bron coming to an end, and it's gonna be
Yeah.
life after sports. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
But
I'm
the
with
one
you.
that's the like, it's cool to have the nannies and whoop de whoop whatever. But if you didn't have all that growing up, like yeah, I want to be there and do this. But who am I outside of this? And people go to therapy for this stuff.
Yeah,
Like
she's in therapy. Like we judge Brittany Renner because she want to marry a baller or she want to have a baby by a baller. She's wrong. But Ayesha wants to be her own person. She's wrong too. You can't win for losing.
I don't think nobody's saying she's wrong. They just saying like what she's saying, the context of what she's saying.
yeah,
She's leaving so much to interpretation. Or maybe she's doing it on purpose. Who knows? Maybe she's
No,
doing it for click.
I think she went into deep detail on what she meant and how she felt and how appreciative she is of what she has. But she's
Because
just trying to.
other stuff before this, she said she felt like she wasn't getting attention and stuff like.
Now
It's a
that's
lot of
about,
other stuff.
hey,
That's not.
we
That's
gotta
not
each comment by comment. I'm only
yeah.
speaking about this comment.
Okay.
The
hmm
stuff in the past, yeah, was kind of a little bit more
yeah,
so
But I'm saying
off.
people look at the culmination of that.
yeah.
You
But
know.
you don't become the best shooter in the league. Some gotta, some has to take a back seat to a lot of things. Especially like if I go to work, I gotta provide for my family. Yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah.
times
Exactly.
that I have to
Yeah.
take away from my family, and
Right.
and then you be leaving your wife or your girlfriend to do everything, and you're like, damn, I ain't got no life outside of these kids. And it's not a
But I
bad
think
thing.
if she want to, she can make a life. It's just, do you want to do it? It's the
It's
execution part. We just
Yeah,
had a discussion to ask about what's lazy. Is there such thing
like,
as lazy? Did we just have a discussion about that?
uh,
yeah,
About
but
effort. You
and
said effort.
she
Are you
and
putting forth the maximum effort?
all
Did you
right,
say?
I
all right.
wouldn't say that she falls in the category of lady,
I'm
and
not saying
she's
that
not
either, but we
saying
talking
she
about
can't.
the effort.
She's in a position that she can't pursue her dreams. She says, "This is how I feel."
And it's like I put it in the same category with what's his name? Prince Harry. His wife had a whole career, a full career, and
And
she
now
took
she's a princess.
now she's a whole princess and took a step back.
Do you
Like
know
it's,
if you should
and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you can have it, but I don't even know if they got kids yet. But it's just stuff like that happens. Like
So the last thing that we get up out of
Opportunity.
here is this video was asked her when does a person know when to settle down? Is this realistic or cap what she's saying? Let's check it out.
How do you know if you should settle down or pass up for someone better? That's a great question. I even want to hear this answer.
I think that a lot of people are in relationships because they can't afford a rent on their own. A lot of people are in relationships because they don't want to fall asleep by themselves at night. A lot of people are in relationships because their mom or dad tell them that they're getting too old. A lot of people are in relationships for the wrong reason. And the truth is, when you get to a space where you love you enough to get rid of the noise that comes from outside of you, the people, the places, the things, the biases, the societal norms, when you get outside of all of that, now you can powerfully choose. I'm choosing you because I want you, not because I need you. Although I'm not going to act like I don't need you. I'm going to move like I genuinely want you in my life. And until you get to that point, I don't think you should be in a relationship.
She being realistic or is they kind of partly capping?
I think she's being realistic, but
Yeah.
really, she kind of didn't say nothing about
Right.
being
Empty
with
calories.
she did basically the right time is when you build yourself up enough with self-esteem and therapy to be a complete person, then find somebody,
But is it true though? There are people that like they can't be by themselves, so they do like be with people just so they don't be by themselves though.
Yeah, of course. But those people get people to fulfill their needs.
Yeah,
They'll find somebody. I'm lonely, so I can find somebody.
yeah,
I can't pay this mortgage, so they find somebody who's the yin to their yang.
yeah.
They find some. You gonna find who you're looking for. Basically, whatever you're looking for, you gonna find it.
What would you tell a young dude?
Money,
Both of y'all. What would you tell a young dude? Like, what some of the signs that he needs to have to know when he's ready to settle down? Like
you
some
don't need to be
internal.
too old. And first of all, focus on you. Get yourself together, then you can find somebody. It will be
Yeah.
easy. That was my thing. But my phone about to die. I'll catch y'all later.
All right, bro.
uh,
What you think, Bill?
um, just listen to the clip. She's just speaking from a male perspective.
Man, that's
That's
funny.
it.
Yeah.
Like she really is. Like you sound like a
Yeah.
dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think she do it for clicks. She do a lot of podcasts. She say a lot of stuff for clicks and shock value and stuff like that. I think when you really ready to settle down, man, yeah, you gotta have some kind of standard of what you looking for though. You really gotta know who you are, just like y'all said. She kind of got lost. You really gotta know who you are. You gotta stay knowing who you are. You can't get lost in success. You can't get lost in a relationship because if you don't, you'll be in that place if you get lost.
Yeah.
You got to know who you are, like spiritually, mentally, and physically. You know what I'm saying? And would you say that she is responsible for her well-being?
What do you mean? Like responsible for?
Anybody, just anybody, man or woman,
Anybody?
you're responsible for
I
your
think
well-being. You can't blame. I can't blame my wife for my well-being. I have to be responsible for my well-being,
yeah,
my
but
health,
it's like I say, it's a catch twenty
personal
two.
accountability. Just personal accountability.
Like just say for instance, like when you're on your health journey and wife would be like, why? Well, I don't eat pork chops, so why would you buy pork chops and cook dinner for the rest of them like that? And that's all I got. You know what I'm saying? Are
I
you
get it.
wrong? Are you wrong? Cause like, you know what? I ain't eating dinner around here.
No. Just don't eat the pork chops. Eat the what else he make. I mean, it's
No,
if you want to be
no.
accountable for your health. If you're on a health journey,
I just don't want to eat anything
but that's not
else.
the only thing. The only thing is not the pork chops, though. It may be greens, it may be green beans, it may be corn. Guess
Come
what? Eat
on,
the
bro.
green beans and corn.
That sound good until if I say, hey, boy, that's all I want,
But then
but
that
if
comes to
they,
the settling down part too. If you have a partner that's flexible in their thinking and saying, I know that's all we got is pork, but I'm going to find something else because I know my
yeah,
husband needs
that's
to be
it.
healthy.
It's just
But some
finding
people
something
don't
else.
look at those kind of things though, you know what I'm saying?
You know, but if like I say, like if that's the person that you choose to settle down with, or just really locked in like that, they got to know you, and you got to know them. Like, dang,
But
this dude.
even if it's the day where they say I'm cooking pork chops and that's it,
Mhm.
you have to have the flexibility. If you're on a health journey and you know you can't
Yeah,
eat pork, I'm
yeah.
just gonna eat what's available. I'm not gonna eat the pork, but I eat everything else.
But guess what? Barber this shirt. Miss Barber gonna fix it. You know what I'm
But
saying?
if you big on settling down, as a leader, I'm just saying as a man, learning a word for myself as a leader, I'm held to a high standard by God, and I have to look at things differently. I can't go there. I can't put myself in a situation to
Yeah.
fail. You know
But that's what I'm saying. That's when you have to question your leadership.
what's that?
First of all, you know I don't even deal with this stuff.
But that don't
Like
mean the other person may not. You got to have patience and long suffering. Like
like
leadership is a service, though. You know what I'm saying?
like mine already know. Like if it's meatloaf or anything like meatloaf and stuff like that, I'm gonna fix him a whole different
Right,
type. I'm
right.
gonna
But what
add
I'm
a
saying,
whole different
if
type of me. But you know
right,
those if you got a question, if you got a wonder like, damn, if somebody say like, hey, I'm making pork chops and I'm making hamburgers, like they know you don't deal with it. They're gonna find a resolution to be like, you know what, I'm gonna make them some baked chicken, or I'm gonna
but
just
what I'm saying is everybody don't come out the box like that. That's all I'm saying. Like sometimes you have to lead and be long, patient, and suffering. Fruits of the spirit, right? Fruits of the spirit. You have to have enough patience and long suffering and love to allow that person to get to that point because everybody don't start off at that point. That's all I'm saying. Sometimes it may take that person a little while to say, okay, I get it. I'm not going if I make this, I'm gonna make you this. I didn't do it at first. I get it. I was messed up. I was on some other stuff. Sometimes you gotta have that kind of patience. And if you're not there yet, I would tell a young guy, like if you're not ready to be patient, long suffering, and enduring with your spouse or with another woman,
yeah.
don't think about settling down. It's not gonna be for you. You know what I'm saying?
But and
That
that,
iron fist kind of stuff, that won't work. You know what I'm saying?
but
Unless you're gonna
also,
destroy somebody.
you know, at times men used to, well, not used to, but
Yeah.
when you tell a person exactly this is what it is, this is what it is, and this is what it's not gonna be, you have to when you stand firm on it, of course it's gonna seem aggressive, but it's gonna weed out everything that it's gonna weed out all the nonsense. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Well, I guess what I'm saying is sometimes like you can stand firm on it, but that doesn't if y'all don't agree on it, it still could be some tension there until y'all get to that point of agreement. That's what I'm saying. And you got to have enough patience to allow that person to get there. Cause there may be some stuff she stand on and you may not agree with. And she has to wait on you to get to that point. You know what I'm saying?
But and that's where like my law is my law. You know what I'm saying?
But it's like if you're going off Bible, like, do you have enough
Mhm.
flexibility in your law to allow that person to get up to
Like
that point? Because they
like
didn't grow up with you from one to wherever y'all meet to
I know.
understand exactly why that law is in place. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, like when I say my law is my law, you know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't raised up like everybody else. I was
Right.
raised a little different, but
For sure.
like I say, I didn't I didn't stop making my bed up until I was like 26, 27. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a different type of law. And
But
it was
well, I guess
strict.
what I'm saying is when you meet somebody though, unless they
Yeah.
grew up in that same environment, they're not gonna have law for law. Like they're not gonna have the same thing tit for tat with you. You know what I'm saying? You have to allow them to learn who you are. You see what I'm saying? You got to have that kind of patience, I guess.
Yeah, and
That makes
some things I just can't compromise on. You know what I'm saying? Like once I look at it like this, and as crazy as it sounds, like this is how I look at it. Like I don't negotiate with terrorists, right?
your wife not a
You
terrorist.
know what I'm saying? Like I don't negotiate with terrorists, and
Yeah.
she's not. She's not. But like,
When you young, you think that when you're young, though. You know,
uh,
when you're young, hungry,
uh,
crazy. I know all
yeah,
young
you
crazy.
like
Well, I'm
listen.
just I'll tell a young guy, you don't have to go through that though. I try to tell them stuff so they don't have to go through that though.
Boy, they really not even trying to. They ain't like these young folks out here. They totally different, and I get it. I was like, boy, y'all be so strict. It's a strict program. You know what I'm saying? It's a strict
But
program, and I
but
love it.
real leadership though is when you have patience. You can be strict, but when you have patience, love, and enduring, man, that's a whole nother level of leadership. I'm telling you, bro.
I just
It,
I just posted
hmm?
when I just posted when Carlos Miller he was like, yeah, Grandpa used to be like, just take your time, young boy. It's the same thing I stress.
Right.
It's like, man, just take your time. But you know, they gotta understand that too. Like when you take your time and you really think about it and don't make rational decisions that quick.
Yeah. Yeah. One thing I learned from leadership though, the dude who taught me, man, he hit me with the verse every time and treat your wife as the weaker vessel that she is. When you understand that,
Sure, there's a weaker
and
vessel.
leadership it'll start opening up a whole nother world to you. And then sometimes that's hard. When I was younger, he used to tell me that all the time. I didn't when I was younger, I was like, man, but she not acting like it, but she still is, even though she may not act like it, like biblically, like if y'all both agree on the Bible principles and stuff, she still is. And God holds you to that standard. When you realize how much God holds you to a standard as a man, it makes you look at stuff different. I just say that from my opinion. It just makes you
That's,
look at stuff
that's a
different. And this
strict.
thing, I was like, I wish I would have, if I would have learned this earlier, it would have saved me a whole bunch of headache. A whole bunch of headache. You know
Well,
what I'm
this is
saying?
this is a strict program right here,
Yeah.
and
But
and
now
it's
when
not
you
it's
if you're not
nothing
ready to
bad.
settle down, if you're not ready to if you're not flexible in your thinking and your ways, settling down will be tough. And I don't think you can ever be ready to settle down,
No,
like be
no,
married. You just have to go into it with no matter what happens, I'm not gonna leave this person. This is who I'm
yeah,
gonna spend the rest of my
that's
life
it.
with.
That's
But
it.
if you can't say that I wouldn't settle down. I wouldn't even think about it. But you know what I'm saying? Because some people had it. If this thing happened, I'm gonna leave. You can't go into it like that. Like if this
And,
one thing happened, this a deal breaker. Can't go into it like that. You know what I'm saying?
and
But you got to pick somebody that got some sense. Y'all both got to have some kind of sense, though. You know what I'm saying? Both of y'all can't be loopy because that's a ticking time bomb. But both of y'all crazy. It's gonna be a ticking time bomb, man. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, you really know who you
even
really
like
know
say,
who
well,
you
I should care. Not bashing. I think, man, she just gotta be careful, man. When you out there saying, man, they be internet be waiting on you to say something crazy, man. But
every time. Every
yeah,
time I answer that, and that's what we can fully agree on. Like it's nothing wrong with what she's saying, and like she also said, like she gonna say whatever she want to say to
oh,
begin with,
100%. Yeah,
and that's why
I think it's all about perspective, how you look at things.
it's,
I
it's
think I think that you can be in that situation with money, but if you got the wrong perspective, you can still feel like you're in prison, even though
mhm.
you're not. Because
That's
it's a lot of women that could be in that same situation and will maximize it. You know what I'm saying?
no,
They know how to maximize it. You see what I'm
no,
saying?
they would, and when maximize the
I'm talking about
maximizing,
like they would have their own career.
no,
They would,
no, they
or they'll make
would,
a business. They'll make a
no, they,
business. That's part
no,
of
they,
business.
not,
I'm not saying all. I said there are some women. I'm not saying all women. I'm
them
saying there
gonna
are
be the
some.
ones that's on. What's her name?
Who?
What's
Who?
what's her name? The
You talking about
realtor.
Shaq? Talking about one
Uh,
Shaq is married to? No.
yeah, like them the ones that now Shaq. That's totally different.
I know. I'm being crazy.
I'm talking about like Brittany Renner and all them. Like
Man, Brittany
that's
Renner, man, that's a whole nother animal. That's nowhere
yeah.
near Curry White, but
Yeah,
that's a
I
whole
know.
nother
That's
animal.
what I'm saying.
She's
Like
not even
that's
trying to be married. She's not even trying to be married. You know
them
what
the
I'm saying?
ones that maximize it to the a different
No, I'm
type
talking
of
about
way.
maximize, like they want to generate wealth. Like I'm going to go out and maximize my potential so we can build, generational wealth. I'm talking about that kind of maximize. I'm
Yeah,
not talking about gold digging maximize.
but,
No, I'm not saying she a gold digger at all. I'm
but
just saying I'm thinking she just didn't have the her perspective just probably was in a different angle.
like
But I think if she shifted it, it would probably she could probably see things from a different place. That's all I'm saying. Like so I
mm,
mean, even men have to go through that sometimes. You have to shift your perspective from a different angle. You know what I'm saying? That's
like
all I'm
the 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 24 year old. I had to dumb it down. That's what I had to realize. I was like, damn, I really had to dumb it down just for.
yeah.
And when I say I had to take a back seat to a lot of stuff, I'm like, damn, what? Nah,
But as a leader, though, if you want to get that engagement and lead out, that's sometimes you have to do that as a leader, though. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't have
And that's
came.
the tough part. We're not really taught that younger in the hood. Sometimes you're not taught like true leadership skills.
You
You just
know,
see people lead, but are they really leading with love and patience, or are they leading with that iron hand? Like if you cross this, you're gonna have to pay a price. You know what I'm
man. And I would, and that's where, like,
saying?
I'm one of the ones, like, I was taught, like, from every different angle. It was just like, I made a choice.
Right, exactly.
And when I say I made a choice, and those choices made me realize, like, damn, y'all have to excuse my language right now.
So you can
but bitches lie.
yoga flame.
One more time.
Yoga
Niggas
flame.
lie. But, you know, at the end of the day, it got me exactly where I need to be in life. Like, I wouldn't, if you would have asked me this, like, maybe like 5, 6 years ago, I would change some things. But I wouldn't change nothing at all.
Man, my thing is like we talked about the last podcast. Matter of fact, do it. The fear, right? The fear of learning something new. That's one thing I learned, like just growing up around older cats. Like new information come out is something different. Some people they're not comfortable enough to learn something new because it's going to have to make you move a different way. No, I'm used to doing it this way. I don't want to do it that way.
Yeah.
And they know it's true. They know it makes sense. Like, but I don't want to do it that way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want to use a pager to sell dope. I don't want to use cell phones. I'm just gonna keep using pages. And next thing you know, ain't nobody getting stuff from you because you still using a page. That's all I'm saying. Like some people just like that. They just ain't gonna never, you know what I'm saying? But I learned that growing up, you have to be willing to take on new information.
Man.
Be flexible in your thinking to change. Because if you don't, you're gonna get stuck. Um, you know what I'm saying? You know.
Yeah, but hey, that's one of the things I learned. Like when them young boys be calling me school, I be like, dang, I am kind of old, but I'm like, they be like,
You
man,
gotta
what?
think, man, that's 40 years, bro. We done seen a lot, man. I mean, in 40 years, you gotta think.
Like,
We done seen the Betamax, VCR player, CD player,
yeah,
DVD player,
8 track,
computer.
8 track,
That's
8 track.
what I'm saying. I mean, it's a lot, man. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
like,
saying? Over a lifetime, you know what I'm saying?
and then I. That's what I'm saying. Like, I was saying something about this about 2 weeks ago. I was like, man, we really was when the internet first came out, like to the public like that.
Yeah.
Damn,
Yeah.
we were really the test subjects. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We was the test subjects, and they did that back in the '80s. But
Back in the 80s. Yep.
yeah, so now I was like, man, you have no idea. So everything we saying is like everything we saying is true, and that's why I always tell people like. You might not like the young bulls and how they do things, but they are no different than how we were. They just turned up 10 times more. You
I
know.
think it's the results. I don't think they don't like the young boy. I think it's just the results, man. That the results speak for themselves, unfortunately, right?
Like,
And the last thing I'm gonna say about the um
what you
the
mean?
Aisha thing, before I start talking about the young people, is that sometimes you have to be careful about what you feel. And I'm
Mhm.
not telling you how to feel. I'm saying you have to be careful. The risk involved in feeling is it can paint this picture that feels so realistic, and then you come out of it and realize the time that you spent in the feeling, because feelings can be temporary. It's not reality. That's what you got to realize, like as an adult, man or woman. You know what I'm saying? And even with young people, they going off of the feeling, but they're not understanding how the world works. And when you try to just go off the feeling, you're gonna waste time because it's not in reality. And then I've been there, when you come out of it, you say,
Mhm.
man, I was too far down the road, man. I should have
Yeah.
never went down that road. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That's all I'm saying. Prevent, if you can prevent yourself from going to a place of temporary and it's not realistic. It's not reality. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
And that's all I'm saying.
yeah, and that's like what you said is like it's like it's a general thing. They want to hear like, "Hey, man, I did a lot of wrong," and they be like, "What do you mean you did a lot of wrong?" Well, I just break it down to you like this. You know what I'm saying? They be wanting to hear it. They really do, cause
We talk about it on
just,
the
just
podcast all the time
yeah,
too.
just saying I did a lot of wrong. I did this and I. No, they
But
want to
some
hear.
stuff you're not gonna incriminate yourself. You're not gonna tell
No,
them
no,
some
no,
of
no, no, no,
the.
no. No,
Yeah, that's
hey,
what
hey,
I'm saying. Like they want some of the stuff that,
yeah,
like
you
I'm not.
never,
You're not gonna. You got to use discretion. You're not going to incriminate yourself.
yeah. But also, I let them know, like, no, trust me when I tell you this,
Oh, for sure.
like,
Yeah.
like,
I even tell them, like, how, if I don't have the experience in dealing with women, how am I telling you how
yeah,
things are going? And you coming back telling me it's going exactly what you're saying.
yeah,
So you think I just got that out of a book? You know what I'm saying?
yeah. See, Mike,
Like,
Mike,
what would you
Mike,
say
Mike
most
will
of your
give y'all
experience in your 20s, from your 20s to your four,
the,
before you settle down? What was most of your experience based in? Was it in dealing with women? Was it working, or was it probably both? Or was it, see, everybody has different experiences and different things when they coming up. You know what I'm saying? Before you really come into like being an adult, you know what I'm saying? And some people don't like talking about it, and some people can use that experience to explain stuff to somebody that's going through the same thing. It's just, do they want to receive it or not? You know what I'm saying? Like me talking to different women, even though I was an introvert, but talking to different women, I knew what I could get out of it. So I knew that if I talk to them and really make things interesting, the conversation wise, that would,
it
that's
will.
a big plus. I learned it. You know what I'm saying? Not the right way to learn it, but I'm saying I learned it. But God showed me how to convert that and take that into the corporate world. Not talking to women, but just learning how to
Mm,
have those interesting conversations with people, not just a woman, but man and women. You know what I'm saying? So
like, and that's one of the things I had to deal with. Like, when I was younger, I used to talk real loud,
yeah,
and
I didn't talk loud enough.
yeah, and that's what I'm dealing with now. That's like, talk loud enough,
You thinking I'll be
but
mumbling or something? Yeah.
yeah, and but it's a weird
And when
thing that
people
happened. Yeah, it
and
was
when
a
people
weird.
don't know, when you talk loud and you see the reaction on people's faces, it makes you not want to talk loud. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
You
but
don't want no trouble. You're not trying to start no trouble. You don't
yeah,
want to
but
be, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
but the passage had showed me it was like they want they waiting to hear what you got to say.
Yeah.
But when I was younger, like I used to talk loud
Yeah.
and kind of lost my voice. Kind of lost my voice like around probably like 2013.
Yeah.
because I had by the size of a fingernail in my
Wow.
lung. Yeah, by
Good.
the
Man.
size of and I was sounding like Beanie Siegel. I was like, man, these niggas talk, say I sound like Beanie. Then that happened, and
Yeah.
then he lost his voice. I
No, he
was
lost his
like,
voice because he lost his lung.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he
Like
got hit with the K. Yeah.
I was sounding like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, this can't be like, but
Before you lost the weight, you kind of was like the Brock Street Bully too. Before you lost the weight, no, man. We're in the Carhartt, man, walking around this
man, bro, I was hearing that so much. I was like, damn.
Brock Street Bully. The Brock
That's
Street.
like, man, anybody told you? Man, I've been hearing. I said, man, I went to Alabama, Louisiana. They was like, man, anybody told you I like Biggie? I said, bro, you wouldn't even know like how much I heard it, but
Yeah.
um, just getting the voice back, even when I talk loud, is it be sounding aggressive. I was like, no, I'm really not, but
I
and
don't think you really, bro. But
I
I get what
hate
you're saying. I get what you're saying,
yeah,
though.
I hate hearing how I sound like after the podcast is over and I was like, damn boy, you sound
I
muffled.
think for me being so tall, man, being so tall, that I think when you come in the studio though, we can fix that though. That can be EQ'd out. We can make it take the bass out because I mean my voice is deep too, but I think being so tall, being taller than everybody, I think that when you in the workplace and you so tall, and even like the head of the department, they have to look up to you, man. They be kind of crazy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that,
He's like, and they say little stuff like that, like, man, you know, man, man, you taller than me, man. You know, so I'm looking up to you, you know what I'm saying?
man,
Because you can't see how tall you are to everybody, like looking at it from the outside. You can't
Mhm.
really see like somebody take a picture or something. You're like, man, I
Mhm.
am that tall. Golly, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm thinking 6'5", like average height. That's how I be thinking. Tell me,
I,
6'5". Like I'm
I,
not Joe Johnson. Joe Johnson 6'8". That's a whole nother height. But 6'5", that's pretty average. They're like, man,
man,
get out of here, man. Shut up, man.
man, once I got on them Tims, nigga, yeah, everybody's 6 foot. Everybody's
Oh
six.
yeah.
Everybody's shorter than me. But
Oh man. Yeah.
yeah, to go deep into this stuff like young boys, man, the world is ahead of you, and it's gonna be a big fight that people not even understand. Like as a person that really pay attention to politics, uh, and just the world going on,
Man.
yeah, people hurting.
I know I don't want to be on for a whole nother hour, but I would say that before you even get to politics, any young person learn how to make good decisions and wise choices, man. Before you even get to politics, just learn how to make good decisions and wise choices to keep you from having to deal with politics, like with the law and stuff. Learn how to avoid trouble.
Now, but you gotta know your stuff. Like,
Right. But sometimes you don't have access to know all of your stuff, depending on what circumstance you in. Like
what?
some of them young bulls, you grew up in like projects or like, you know, like in Chicago and stuff, they parents don't got access to for them to learn about politics like that.
Yeah, but
But you
one
can make
thing,
a good choice. You can stay out of trouble. You can avoid trouble though.
and that's why I say like one thing's never changed. That paper still gonna come.
Right. That's what I'm saying. You can make paper without having to deal with politics.
No, I'm not.
But you got
I'm not talking about money. That daily paper is gonna come. The best way to hide the information is what?
yeah, put in the book.
Put in a book and put it on a piece of paper. Ain't nobody looking at no paper no more.
Right. And that's why I'll be
Except,
telling you how many people really read about politics.
except the ones that really understand. Like
Right.
when
Well, how many
stuff.
people read though?
Yeah, but you
So you
know,
read all the big beautiful. You read all the big beautiful bill.
yeah,
You read the whole thing.
man, it's so much to it.
Yes. That's what I'm asking. You read the whole, and I'm saying, think about a person that's like, if you gave the average person a big beautiful bill, it's probably like a stack of paper. They're like, what you want me to do with
you
this?
gonna read
What you
the
want me to do with this? But I'm
first
saying they should. I'm saying they should. And
the
now
first
that I got this computer back here, we probably should do an episode just reading all. We were probably doing it for a long time, but just read the big beautiful bill. We should just go through and just show people that how reading the
reading
whole big beautiful bill. It's
reading
crazy.
reading with comprehension skills. Like
Right.
'cause,
Exactly.
like
Yeah.
people can read all day, every day.
No, you be surprised, man.
No, I'm saying people can read all day.
Listen to what I'm saying. It's
Reading,
we knew somebody that worked in HR, man. She said if you saw some of the applications people put in, the stuff they type, it
yeah.
will blow your mind. Like that's like, man, what? But she was like, it will blow your mind. You're not trying to be mean, you're not trying to be, but it will blow your mind. Some of the grammar, some of the things,
I
people.
know.
We
And
talking
then
about grown people.
no, listen. And that's why I try to be quiet about certain stuff. Like,
I think we gotta attack the issues our community deal with. They're not gonna never deal with them.
no, them the ones that before the no left, no cat, no child left behind stuff. Like people our age, they got a somewhat of understanding, but uh, the new curriculum is that ain't gonna help nobody, man.
They're not doing no child left behind no more. If you don't read at a good level, certain level now, they
Yeah,
still
yeah,
hold you back.
they gonna hold you back. And guess what?
So
When they
who
go,
bears the responsibility of that though? For a kid now in this time.
you
In
see,
order to make sure that that kid
I said, yeah,
is it more on the teacher or it has some has to be on the parents too?
it's always gonna be a catch-22. It's always gonna be on the parents, but you have to think like, dang, if Shorty working 12 hours a day, come home, you know, hoping that the kids went to school that day.
Mm-hmm.
I watch them get ready and do this. You
Mm-hmm.
know, you
Yeah.
watch them get ready. And then they was like, damn, I ain't leaving home. Well, I did this and I did this.
And you know what it stems back to? I know people don't like to hear it, but I'm telling you, if you would have waited until you got married, find you a quality man, so you're not doing it by
That's,
yourself. Good
that's not
decisions,
always,
right?
that's
Good
not always,
decisions, right?
it's not always the case, bro.
But what I'm saying is, if you would have been patient to make that good decision and wait on a quality man,
It's not the
now
case.
you got two parents instead of one. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but two parents don't mean it doesn't
It's a
mean
better chance. It's a higher chance though.
nah. But that's what I'm saying. Like two parents is always gonna be better or cooler or whatever. And I don't want people to ever feel like just because a single parent has a less chance
I'm
of
saying it's
of a,
hard.
of a survival rate. Like
No, I'm saying
yes,
it's
it's
hard.
always been hard. Like if and that's what I'm saying. Like even with you, me, and a few other people. Yeah, we came from a single parent household, but we made it. But
But I
also,
know,
like
but I'm saying I know how hard it was for my mom. I understand it. That's why I'm
once you
telling
got
kids
older,
you can avoid the hardness if you make good decisions before. That's what I'm saying.
and,
That's all I'm
and
saying. Think
like
and make good decisions. That's all I'm saying. Are
and
you saying you can't make a good decision? I'm saying you can make a good decision.
you,
That's what
you
I'm saying.
can, but it. That's why I always try to tell people like it's not the single parent household that's causing all the ruckus. It was two parent household kids that's causing all the ruckus. Not saying that
Yeah.
mine
Now
was
I'm
doing
talking, yeah, two unresponsible parents. I get it. What you're saying,
it.
yes.
But like I
Is that
said,
still stems back to a bad decision, right? Picking the wrong partner.
everybody gonna make their own decisions. I've seen like
But it's a product, it's a
hey,
byproduct of the decision, though. That's what I'm trying to tell
um,
you. Yes. If
the
you saying
the
that two parent
byproduct
homes
of
are causing more of the ruckus,
the
that tells me that two people got together didn't have no business getting together because they're not being responsible.
now I'm talking about the ones that that, that that made it work, and it was like, you know what? But people forget, like them curses get passed down, and like you might have escaped it, and you didn't fully escape it. It was just
But I
passed
think
down.
that if they don't work to break those, yeah, it get passed down. Not making good decisions, like not working on your spiritual education, like learning about yourself spiritually, that could be a bad decision, bro. Because it takes spiritual strength to break curses.
Yeah, and
But if you don't learn about it, you say, I don't got to go to church. I'm just going to sit home and watch a football game. In my opinion, from what I've learned so far at 42, that's not a good decision. You know what I'm saying?
but
That's all I'm saying.
you know what I also learned too? The ones that was brought up in, the ones that was, excuse me, really brought up in,
Yeah.
those be the ones.
But that's individual choices. Everything leads back to choice and decision, bro. I'm telling you.
Everything, dude.
Right.
And
They chose, don't let somebody
that's
else bad decision and choices make you make
and
bad decisions and
that's what
choices. That's all I'm saying.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
get you to understand that too. Like you can't just say, "Hey, just hey, you do this. This is well, 50% of this people do this."
How come you
We
can't say that?
all, hmm?
How come you can't say that?
Because everybody knows. Like if it was 90% of pastors' kids were messed up individuals, do we just take that into consideration, or we just like, oh, that's not true?
I mean, it's better than just making a blanket statement and saying all pastor kids. If you say 70, 80, because not all
All
pastor
of them,
kids, not
all
all
of them,
pastor kids. No, I'm not
all
gonna
of
say
them.
that. I know some
All
pastor kids that's actually pretty good. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that.
listen, all
I'm
of
not
them,
gonna say that. I'm not
all
gonna
of
say that.
them.
No. Yeah, you haven't seen. I don't think you've seen all most of them.
Yeah,
I've seen
all
some
of
good
them.
pastor kids, bro. But I'm
Anyone
just
that I
saying,
come in contact with, it's all the same.
nah, man.
Yeah,
I
all
don't, I
of
don't think
them.
so. I've seen some good pastor kids. I'm just saying, I have.
Who?
So you're not gonna get me to say all. I'm not gonna put nobody's
Who?
names out there. I have,
Who?
I have, man.
Say
No, that's hard
who?
for you to believe, but I'm just keeping it real. I mean, I
Well,
don't have nothing to lie
all
about.
of them.
I'm just saying,
They gonna say the same thing. Man, I did wrong. I was
nobody's perfect. Everybody did wrong.
yeah,
That's it.
but that's what I'm saying. All of them.
Yeah.
Nigga. Can't say none of them. Yeah, all of
You can't. I'm saying you can't just make a blanket statement and say
them. That
100%
is
of pastor kids.
100% of them. 100% of them.
Nah, that's your opinion. I'm not saying that. I think you're off on that one. You're off on that one.
What, 98.9 or 99.9?
Nah, I'll say 60 or 70, something like that. But I'm gonna say
That's
in the
a
90s. So.
way.
But I know a lot of preacher kids that didn't go that way. They stuck to they actually understood structure and they stuck by it
What they did.
and they turned out really good.
No, they did. And it's a facade. It's a facade, man.
We went to school with what's his name? I know he didn't graduate with us, but he was a cool dude,
Oh,
man.
oh,
Josh Joyner.
Josh.
Yeah, cool dude.
I ain't gonna say nothing bad about Josh, because Josh is cool.
Nah, I mean he wasn't out there, man. Even though they tried to mess with him, but he wasn't out there like that. He was cool dude. So
I ain't gonna say nothing bad about Josh. I
you
know what
can't because he didn't do nothing negative. It
I,
would have been out there,
I
man.
ain't
Boy, if he
gonna
would have did
I ain't
something
gonna say
crazy, he would have
nothing.
been out.
No, I ain't gonna say nothing bad about Josh.
saying he cool dude, man. I respect the Josh, man. Much respect to
Hey,
Josh.
hey, for real though.
Man, like I say, man, the young kid, man, I'm just saying, man, you can make good decisions.
But he will say, I
What's
wasn't
that?
perfect. I wouldn't.
I'm not gonna ever say
When
nobody's
I say not
perfect.
perfect,
But I just told you that 5 minutes ago. I'm not saying none there. They're
he
not
wouldn't.
perfect, bro. I'm saying is
Yeah,
they
but
stuck to
he
the
will say
code.
like, I wasn't a virgin till I got
Yeah.
married type stuff. Like, no,
No, that's the thing. Y'all hear perfection. I'm not saying they perfect, but I'm saying they wasn't just out there like that either, though.
nobody has. You don't have to be out there to be out there.
So,
I wasn't out there.
so I was, and I wasn't a preacher kid. I was, and I'm saying I know some kids that were
It was
preacher kids. They
out.
wasn't out there.
We'll say it was off campus. It was off campus. It wasn't. Hey,
Like I said, I didn't really get out there till I got with dealing with adults. I mean, dealing with grown women. I'm really wasn't out there in high school like that now. But when I started talking to grown women, that's when it changed. The game changed, man. So yeah.
that's what I like. It's just certain stuff like people can fake in front, like
Oh, for sure, they do.
fake in
But I'm
front.
not that kind of person. Yeah, I keep it real. Like when I talk to young bulls, you got to use discretion, man. Like I'm not gonna tell them the ugly details, but I do tell them like I've been out there,
I,
man. Like
I'm gonna
even when I'm teaching people in Sunday school, like when I teach them something and say something, they can say, "I know only a person that has this
yeah,
kind of
they've been
experience
out
can
there
say that."
know it. They gonna
Right?
know it.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. And I don't say not stuff different than what I tell y'all. It's the same stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes it funny. And they say, man, only a person that's been out there can say something like that and know what they say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But,
I just got to figure out how to say it without you know.
oh yeah, there come with time. There come with time
Just got
for
to
sure.
figure out how to say it. But everybody can't nobody tell me different though when it comes to
Yeah.
stuff like that. Like I already know. Like you can pretend, but it's only so long. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, 100%. I think some people are pretending, and there are some people who just use discretion. Cause even my teacher, he was today he was telling us he wanted us to write about something that happened at our job, but he was like, "Man, use discretion. Don't say nothing that's going to incriminate yourself." He said, "I had a student that wrote on Blackboard. That's where you turn your work in at. He pretty much talked about him doing bank fraud. And I got called by some
Mhm.
people at night talking about, oh yeah, we need your Blackboard page because this dude talking about bank fraud. I think he ended up getting in trouble, but the teacher was like, don't talk about nothing that's incriminating. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people just don't want to incriminate themselves. You know, some dudes out there that really was out there being abusive to women, they don't want to just openly talk about it and say that's what I was doing because it'll incriminate themselves, I guess. And then there's
Yeah.
some dudes that keep it real to say, man, I was jacked up. I was jacked up at that time. You know what I'm saying? And most dudes that do that be front. The dudes that be front though, like they never did nothing. They say, oh man, I was good to women, man. I never did. You talk to other women, man, that dude was like Ike Turner 2, part 2. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But like, I can't tell the young bulls I was good to women when I was younger. No, absolutely not. Say, man, I was crazy, man. I ain't tell my wife. My wife, she don't even believe half of it. She's like, I can't believe you did it. Like, yeah, I did. I'm telling you, because I did. You know what I'm saying?
And it happens. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like it,
yeah.
and
I'm not afraid. I can be as transparent as a person can stomach it, right?
like
And
and that's why I
some
always
people
say
never
like
explored the bad side of them. Some people never explored the bad side. They always been on a good path, and there's nothing wrong with that. But when you explore the bad side of you and you see how things are on both sides of the fence, you understand how it is over there that people don't like to talk about, but they do it, but they just don't like to talk about it. I understand the personality of different people, those because just dealing with them and then some of it myself, I understand the mindset. Kind of like psychology a little bit. You understand the mindset, but some people just don't like talking about that openly. You know what I'm saying? And I get it, but I think if you don't talk about it, you're not gonna deal with it. You're just doing it. But then when you have to face it, like, I don't want to face that. I don't want to talk about that.
mhm.
And that's all I'm trying to tell the young bulls. Don't get to
Yeah,
that point where you out here doing stuff. You know you're doing it, but you don't want to face it. Now you sitting in the courtroom. You know what I'm saying? And
and that's where I always I tell my truth. You know what I'm
For sure.
saying? I'm gonna tell it. Not I don't. There ain't no snitching nothing.
But we don't talk about. I remember we talked about it offline, but we was talking about like if you don't follow the code, man. Like a lot of times, crazy stuff happen in the hood. It leads up to the crazy stuff because stuff is
Yeah,
not,
yeah.
people not following the code. Then it just get to that point now. But it just didn't happen overnight. It's a
It
series of things,
a lot more to it.
Yeah,
Uh,
we gonna talk about that though. We'll talk about it. Matter of fact, we'll catch y'all next. We're gonna talk about that now.
yeah,
How we
yeah.
we'll
Oh
talk
my
about that.
bad, man. Hey, yo.
But nah, you good. But all right, guys, we finna get off this thing. We done almost, I got the computer back in now. We can talk for hours on this thing now.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I got the computer back in now that I edit with and stuff. So
yeah.
yeah, that's why I haven't froze up and that's why I can play them videos and stuff. So,
Don't
but
forget.
yeah, guys, we gonna catch y'all on the next one, man. We finna get up
Yeah.
out this thing. We'll catch you, man. Sometime either this
Hey,
week or next week, because I know we finna get ready to do some
all right.
things as a family. But yeah, guys, we gonna catch you, man. And, huh? What you about to say?
Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Follow Mike Gray. Y'all need to
Yeah, man.
eventually
What's your handles, man?
he gonna hit y'all with the Mike flares. You know what I'm saying? In a minute.
I gotta get back on it,
Oh,
man. It's all right time. I gotta get back on it though.
holla at John. John is black and white. Don't come at him sideways. Uh, cause he gonna check you. And you can follow me, Antonio Torres. You know,
And let me pull up the lawn care, man. Hold on, where is that? Where is that? Boom, right there. Make sure to check out REM Lawn Service, man. Check that out. Not only do we cut grass, but he do leaves too, man. Check him out, man.
leaves, gutters, and all that. Uh,
All that.
uh, the way things are going, you have to pay before we play.
Pay before you. I don't blame you, man. Pay before you play, man. Say no play thing out here, man.
And I do a good job, a real good job.
Yeah, man, he do quality work, man. Check him out, man. But all right, guys, we're gonna catch you on the next one, man. Let us know what you think. We'll
I,
catch you on the next one.
hold on,
Huh?
Mike.
I thought you
McCle-
said you want to get off. Okay,
hold
now you
on,
want to talk, man.
hold
That's something.
on.
Okay, cool.
McClellan, 2025
That's on you.
average. Come on. I'm
That's
gone.
on
I'm
you, man.
gone.
Oh, you want to do the reunion? That's on you, bro.
I'm done.
That's on you. Yeah, that's on you, bro. You can do it.
I'm
But all
done.
right, guys, we'll catch you on the next one, man.